My friends, hello. So I'm just arriving back from a follow-up checkup with a surgeon. I had to have my appendix out 2 weeks ago. It was an emergency procedure. I had tremendous abdominal pain late at night, and my doctor advised I go to the hospital, and they did all the work that they do, and they put me into surgery very, very rapidly. And my kids woke up the next morning not knowing that I had even left the house, let alone that I had been in and out of surgery. And I'm very, very blessed, very fortunate. It was within hours of rupturing, and fortunately, it had not. And so I'm all healthy, which is great. What was really fun for me and neat for me about the experience, though, was getting to work with the doctors and the nurses. And spend time with them, even though I was in a fair amount of pain. When I was in college, I was very fortunate. My wife and I had a group of friends that were just overwhelmingly medically oriented. We have just a tremendous number of friends who are either DOs or MDs or veterinarians, and so this is a world that I am somewhat familiar with, and people that I enjoy spending time with and learning from. And so it was neat to be able to spend time with them, even though I was not well and not feeling well. It was late at night, and with COVID, hospitals are very empty. So I felt like I was the only one there. It was actually a pretty unique experience. But what I want to share with you is what made the experience even more powerful was listening to how some of the other patients who were around. I was the fourth appendectomy that night. I didn't realize there were so many people in the world who needed their appendix out, but it was it was pretty wild. And so there were people on the recovery floor with me who were all also in pain, and some being a bit belligerent or disrespectful, and you can tell how people react when they're dealing with someone like that. And I always go out of my way to be very respectful, yes sir, yes ma'am, those types of things, and just be respectful. And it was interesting was to see how the doctors and nurses responded differently to the people who were being disrespectful versus being very respectful. And that's the encouragement I want to make for you is doctors and nurses and everyone in the medical profession has an obligation and a duty and a responsibility and opportunity to take wonderful care of us, and we should and really do need to hold them up for just the phenomenal things that happen, and have tremendous respect and appreciation for what they do. And they're people, and people like to be treated nicely, and so they're going to do their job one way or the other. But we have the opportunity to be thoughtful and intentional and patient and compassionate with these people who are caring for us, even though we may be in pain or stressed out or terrified. I mean, I drove myself to the hospital at 11:45 at night, and my wife was at home and my kids were asleep, and I was like, if this doesn't go the right way, then they're not even gonna know I'm here. And so it was a scary moment for me, but I, in my time of uncertainty, did the absolute best I could to just make everyone feel special and important, and have fun. As they're putting the gas mask on me, I said, "You better make sure my scar is cool, or I'm coming back." And that was the last thing I remember before I passed out from the anesthesia. So it was just it was a fun experience for what it was. And my recommendation and encouragement to you is to make your experiences as best you can by making things fun and pleasant and respectful and comfortable and confident for those around you. And they're going to make it even more so as they're caring for you. They're going to take wonderful care of you. So to everyone who's on the front line, I appreciate what you do and what you do for me and everyone else. The work you do is tremendous. And for all the rest of us, let's just keep giving them love.